CMS Charlotte, back at you with another midweek camp. All right, in the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shah. Before we get started, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect. He's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the elect. All right, so we're going to get right into this thing, kind of just rehashing what we spoke about last night about how these nations are going to be in complete subjection under Israel, man. It's not going to be any rebellion. It's not going to be any coups. All right, it's not going to be any of that madness that's being spewed out of IUIC right now.
Nasty Nate is going off.
Nasty. He going off nasty with it, man. You know, but we're here to rectify the matter and give you the true understanding through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Because the Lord told us in the last days that false prophets would arise and deceive many, man. All right, so it's a lot of bullshit going on out there, man. But you gotta stay privy to what's going on. All right, you gotta have that discernment in these last days to understand who's really feeding you the truth and who's not, man. Who's really serving Yahweh Shem Shah and who's not. All right, so we're gonna get into this thing, whatever scriptures brother's gonna bring out. All right, all about edification, man. Whatever you got.
So, in Psalm chapter 2 and verse 1.
That's right.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Right now, as we go into, right now there's a battle of dominance, supremacy. Who's going to be the next nation to rule the planet Earth? You know, the escalation of World War III, Armageddon, Russia, China, all right, America, Iran, North Korea, all these nations are being basically summoned for World War III. So why did the heathen rage? Because the spirit that's on these Russians is that they're going to be the next nation to rule the world. China too. Why do these heathen imagine a vain thing, man? Right? Go ahead, Op.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
And you can read about that in Psalms 83. Right? The crafty counsel of the wicked, man. All these nations conspiring with one agreement to destroy the nation of Israel from the face of the earth. And basically, that's what this New World Order is about, man. You know, pretty much the nations coming together and pretty much getting rid of Israel, man, and trying to establish a dominion under Satan, which is total madness. But that's how the Lord set it up, right? He allowed these heathen to be filled with pride to actually think they're gonna pull this shit off. You know,
saying, "Let us break their bands asunder, and let us cast their cords from us."
Right, and that's what happened to us. All right, going back to the curses, man. All right, we were the tribes were separated, man. We were scattered. All right, we were called by new names. You see what I'm saying? We weren't regarded as the people of the Lord. These things happened to us, man. This is why, as we was explaining to possible Jake up here earlier, you know what I'm saying, about he asked us, he looked at the signs. He was asking us what this was all about, you know, and we just kind of gave him a brief, you know, because he said, what did he say? He was a history teacher, right? Yeah. He said that all the history that he taught, he came to realize it was all bullshit, you know.
And he said he was a Catholic.
Yep.
He said that messed his head up too. So he was like, he looks at things through spiritual lenses now because he sees that all the shit that he's learned throughout his life was a lie.
God.
You know?
That's what he said.
And on top of that, he has pretty much about, which ties into this, he has, you know, why is so-called black people, you know, pretty much shitted on all throughout, you know, history. Right. And so what we're getting at him is pretty much saying that, look, Yahweh Shem Shah is about to come back and deliver us out of this captivity. And like you said, I hope so.
Okay.
So why the fuck would you were Israelite teaching that in our kingdom, that the heathen are going to rise back up and take us out of our kingdom that the Lord is going to take? That makes no sense, man.
Right. Scriptures speak about how the heathen are an inheritance. So how is it that we're going to establish an everlasting kingdom? And here it is, our possession comes to the realization that it doesn't want to belong to us anymore. We see the state of what happens when the heathen find themselves out of the footstool of Israel, out of Israel.
Yeah, scripture say that You know, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse. And we've seen that, you know, over the past few days with this shit that Nate was teaching, man, which was completely bugged out. You know? You got it. Read that verse.
Psalm chapter 2 and verse 3. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
Yeah, Esau did that, man. The nations did that. They separated the tribes, right? We were called by another name, as the scriptures say. Which, like I said, it goes back to the curses, man, that were put upon us. Let me read this real fast. This is Isaiah 43 and verse 28, and it reads, it says, therefore, I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary and have given Jacob to the curse and Israel to the reproaches. See that? So this was all the doing of the Lord. And the Lord allowed these nations to conquer us because why? We sinned against them. All right? Essentially, the Lord turned his back from us. He divorced us, man, and put us in this current condition you see today. But as we were talking about, we're in the time of who the world only calls Jesus the Christ. All right? The Savior of Israel. He's coming back to redeem his people, starting with the elect. We're in a time where the scriptures tell us in Romans 13 and 11 that our salvation is nearer than we believe, because there's so much shit happening around the world, man. It's hard to keep up. Something new is going on every day, every week. All right, famine of the word. You know, we'll get into all of that. You know, but there's so many things that are getting ready to happen where the Lord is literally about to shut all of this shit down, man. That's why we encourage you, brothers and sisters out there, to get this word while you can. What you got? Chris, you got something?
Yeah.
No, y'all got it.
Come. Okay, come. You got something? Yeah, bring it out. We just use the spirit.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 5.
Yep.
Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel.
Beautiful. Zion. All right. Monument. Go ahead.
You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
Yeah, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. Go ahead.
I ain't know where to stop at. That's my fault.
God.
That's a heavy chapter, though.
Yeah, it is. But because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemy.
Yeah, we moved the Most High to wrath because we broke the covenant, man. Right? Remember, all of Israel agreed, right? They all agreed. They said they would keep it. We didn't keep it, man. So this is why we're in this condition on the earth, at the bottom, downtrodden, poverty, oppression, slavery, genocide. All right? In the hoods, the ghettos and slums. Right? Out of work, no jobs. Destitute, man.
And with Yahweh's return, he's promising us to enter into a covenant to where we can't subject ourselves to sin and break that covenant that we made. Because once we were to break that covenant, it tells you in Jeremiah 28, 15 verse on down, that curses will fall upon our people. Deuteronomy 28, Salaki. I have this Jeremiah. Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down tells you the curses that will befall our people due to disobedience. So if we're going to enter into an everlasting covenant, right, that promises for our people to not go off, how is it that the heathen can ever hope to come against us?
That's
If we're going to be
honestly
in full,
terrifying.
if we're
What
going
do
to be
they
in full
look
link
like?
with our power.
We're going to be in
What
perfection.
did they look like?
Exactly. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to offer, man. When he comes to deliver the nation, the elect of the nation of Israel in these times.
That's right.
So back in Psalm chapter 2 and verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
That's right.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
Now, read that again. That could be up.
Psalm chapter 2 and verse 5.
Yep.
Then shall he speak to them in his wrath,
Yep.
and vex them in his sore displeasure.
And what's heavy, Yahweh Shema Shai is he's confounding these nations right now, man, through his through what they call the UFOs, UAPs, which are the chariots of the Lord, the angels, right? Because I want to read this real quick. I thought this was pretty heavy. This came out, I believe, yesterday, right? So this is out of the New York Post. It says Pentagon UFO chief resigns after warning recent sightings could be foreign powers or aliens, right? So apparently the chief of the Pentagon, right? The Pentagon chief, he resigned. So apparently there's some things that he knows, all right, that I guess they don't want to come out, but it's coming out anyway, man. Because hey, this government, Esau knows that these are the angels of the Heavenly Father, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yep.
Zechariah chapter 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes, And look, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe.
Yep.
The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits.
Right. And I looked that up, that measurement up. I forgot the number, but it's like it was likened unto like a imagine like seeing a bus or a semi 18-wheeler floating in the air.
Fine. In
No.
NLT it says 30 feet long and 15 feet
There
wide.
you go. It's 30 feet. 30. What was it again?
30 feet long and 15 feet wide.
30 feet long and 15 feet wide. Imagine seeing an object that size floating right above you. You know.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth.
Yeah. So the fact that these UFOs, they call them UAPs, the fact that these beings are being reported all over the earth by governments worldwide, that's the curse that goes forth over the earth. The chariots of the Lord. So right now they're doing a reconnaissance.
Yep.
Right? They're spying out the land, so to speak, man. You know?
Like you said, they know that that's some extra terrestrial type, beings in them ships, because they have reported that every time there's some type of natural disaster, earthquakes and different things, it's always a chariot right there, man. Because the angels are the ones that put things in motion.
That's it.
All right. It says, then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side.
And who did Esau steal? All right? Esau stole the jewels of the Most High, man. The Lord's people.
And he touched the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
Yep.
All right, we're the Lord's most precious creation ever, man.
That's right.
So here it is. You didn't. Not only did you put your nasty hands on the Lord's precious possession, you defiled it.
Yep.
And I'm continuing to defile it up until he wants to actually change our image into his likeness, man. So as it says, the chariots are cursed to those who know this is the house of the thief, man. Right? And he stole it, man. We know according to scripture,
Exodus 21 and verse 16, and he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
right? So did this man go to the western coast of Africa along with Ishmael and Ham, all right, and round us up, put us on slave ships, brought us over here, put us on auction blocks, split our families up, they sold us. Scripture told they sold a daughter for one and a boy for a harlot, if I said that correctly.
Yeah.
They traded us, man.
Yeah.
All right, and to this day, we're still found in his hand, man.
Yeah.
So it says, "Cursed be he." So that's the curse that goes forth over the whole earth, because these chariots are going to lay waste to Esau and his kingdom for what they've done to us.
Right. That stuff still happens today.
Exactly.
You had an incident out in Georgia where they found some Issacharites. They had like a whole entire slavery.
That's crazy.
Hey, you got ICE. That whole documentary on Netflix, I don't know if it's still on there or not, about ICE, how they was going in people's homes, all right, stealing up all the so-called illegal immigrants, and then had them in the holding cell, taking pictures off that of them, man. They didn't send them directly back to their home country, man. They were pretty much having their way with them, man. And then what about all the children that went missing, man? They putting them in child trafficking, sex trafficking rings, man. All right?
A lot of these jakes, a lot of these kids that go missing be jakes, man.
Majority of them, because to truly, get off their sacrifices, man, it works better when you have an Israelite child, man.
This was from NBC News, posted December 9th, 2021. It said, Feds bust modern-day slavery ring amid new immigration enforcement effort. At least 100 immigrant workers were freed from conditions in which at least 2 died, another was repeatedly raped, and others were kidnapped and threatened with death.
And that's just one that they let slip in the cracks, man. But this goes on nationwide, man. Like they told you in that Fake on Time movie, you said we're everywhere, man. All these underground, it be these normal buildings like you see out here, man. They got underground basement where they commit sacrifices at, man, rituals and whatnot, man. So like I said, that's normal.
Even within these little slavery rings, they showed you that in that film Antebellum. Janelle Monáe. Shorty was just living a great life. She was in these little high rises, and then boom, she finds herself in a fucking plantation.
Same thing with Tory slavery, man. Because slavery, even though it's so-called abolished, it's still in certain states where they treat Jake like slavery, man. Plantations are still going on and all that, man. So going back, Zechariah 5:3, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth.
Yep.
For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, according to it.
Yep.
It says, and everyone that swears shall be cut off on that side, according to it.
That's right.
And I will bring it forth, saying the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Yeah, America is the house of the thief.
Right.
Where they have captive the jewels of the Lord. Real quick, hold that, go Jeremiah 50 and 33. Add that in there real quick.
This nigga just stole everything, bro. Hey, he stole America. He stole the animals. He stole us. The riches, everything. Man, this nigga is just a big ass thief, man.
It's, Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Yep.
Rest together, man. In this time, over here in Babylon, man, you got the northern and the southern kingdom under the same curses, being oppressed by the same devil, man. You know, this sign we always bring out is proof to how we know that both so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you suffer the same curses, you know, so that lets us know we're the same people, man. All these black and brown rebellions that they don't speak about, but that happened throughout history, because we know we got the same issues, man. And now our people are waking up and realize that, man.
Yep.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
See, all that took them captives, Judah and Israel held them fast and refused to let them go. So we still in slavery today, at this current time right now. But we're in a time where what? The Lord is getting ready to come back and release us out of the prison. As it tells you that in Isaiah 61, man. He's coming to redeem us out of the prison house. Right? That's America. That's Babylon. Right?
Zechariah chapter 5, verse 4. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Right, because remember, Ronald Reagan in 1983, right? He made the Bible the law of the land. And they don't uphold not one law, statute, commandment in the scriptures, man.
Right. And
Right.
Revelation 11 and 8 tells you that this is the land where Yahushua is crucified, man.
Exactly.
You know? It says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof.
Yeah, that's the destruction, the fire, man. Because the scripture said that what? That they should enter into the house of the thief. So these UFOs, which are the chariots of Yahweh Shema Shah, are getting ready to enter into America, all right, and to redeem the Lord's elect and destroy this fucking place. See?
It says, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Like the scripture says, it's going to pretty much melt everything back to the elements. Man.
Yeah.
You know, because this place is exceedingly wicked, like it tells you, I think that's the 2 Ezra 15, I believe. But this place is exceedingly wicked, man.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shema Shah is going to use the chariots alongside the ICU, CB and nuclear missiles to nuke this place, man, to cleanse it. That fire, the laser beams are going to cleanse the land of all the wickedness that's been done here.
That's it, man. It's the Lord's military coming through, man.
That's right.
The Lord of Sabaoth. Right?
So Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 5. As birds fly, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem.
That's right.
As birds flying, man. Because, you know, when you watch birds fly in the sky, they fly in formation. And the chariots are going to be all in formation when they return, following after the power strike. All right? So it said, again.
As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem.
He's going to defend Jerusalem because the elect is going to be protected from destruction, man. And they're going to come and deliver us, man. Go ahead.
Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it.
That's right.
Bending over, he will deliver and destroy, man. Ultimately, man. So, as simultaneously as the elect is being beaten up, you're gonna have the whole War of the Worlds, Independence Day type of situation going on, where they're gonna be destroying, you know, different parts of America, man.
That's what the world's not ready for.
Nah.
People can't imagine that. I mean, you see it in the movies, but people can't imagine that in real life actually happening, man. You're talking about UFOs the size of, like, you know, buildings hovering in the sky, like destroying things, you know?
They showed that video, I'm pretty sure y'all saw it, when the chariot was over the casino in Vegas. Did y'all see that?
Mm-mm.
Yo, that shit was huge, bro. Everybody walking outside, you couldn't even see it because it was pretty much the size of the building, bro. That shit was huge.
Power.
Let's say the NLT, it reads Isaiah 31:5. The Lord of heaven's armies will hover over Jerusalem and protect it like a bird protecting its nest.
That's right.
Shoot, and what happens when an enemy tries to go and invade the mother bird's nest, man? They get hostile, man. And how about Shimon Shah? All right, he's going to get hostile with these nations that touch his prized possessions, man.
The Lord's born.
That's it.
He will defend and save the city. He will pass over it and rescue it.
Right, part of that defending is him destroying this place, man. You know, he's going to deliver as the elect's going to get beamed up. All right, and we're going to watch the destruction, from the chariots, man.
Yeah, because what happened? What happened when that death angel passed over ancient Egypt? People were put to death, and the Lord is getting ready to pass over spiritual Egypt all over again, man, and deliver his remnant. He's going to destroy this place. That's what's coming. That's what the world doesn't believe, right? Those are the scenarios that are about to play out on the planet Earth, man. Right? Let me get back to that.
Zechariah chapter 5. That was it.
All right, so we go back to that book, Psalms 2.
So back in the book of Psalm chapter 2 and verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
That's right.
Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
Yeah, and that king is Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee.
That's right.
Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Right. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, meaning what? We're going to have slaves. All right, for all you emotional bug-out Israelites out there, man. There's going to be servitude in the kingdom of heaven. Like we talked about yesterday, When people think about heaven, all right, they think about, okay, when heaven is on earth, people think that it's just going to be all unison, Everybody's going to dwell together as one happy family. No. Heaven after that post-destruction, nuclear destruction, is going to involve the rebuilding of the earth, man. The cleansing of the earth, cleaning up the bodies, restoring the habitat, the environment, all those different things. The government being set up that's going to rule under the law, statutes, commandments.
If you think about it like this, though, when you have all these different kingdoms pass and go, they weren't established just where everybody was coexisting, man. They say it's the same in the world. There's no peace without war.
Right.
So during that period, while the kingdom was first being established, man, they had to pretty much lay waste to the people that wasn't getting down.
Yeah.
They had to establish what the kingdom was going to allow to pretty much set forth. So when that kingdom eventually, settled in its power, everything was kosher for them, man.
Just like Matthew 13, when Yahweh Shai comes, he said that he's going to make the angels, they're going to reap.
Yeah.
And they're going to gather everything that offends.
That's right.
And they're going to get rid of it. Right? That's what's going to happen when the kingdom of heaven is established on the earth, man. Heaven is simply rulership, man.
Right.
Right?
So slaves is that's part of the job. Because look, you look at, like I said, I always bring this example up. You see these celebrities. When you hire maids, gardeners, cooks, these different things, those are really slaves.
Yep.
Because all an employee is a slave, and the employer is the master. So how? Hey, if you want to make it seem nice, okay, we're gonna have employees in the kingdom.
Yeah, we're gonna have servants.
No, nigga, we're gonna have slaves.
Right.
Because you're not a real king unless you got slaves, man.
That's it. That's it. Go
And
ahead.
that word for heaven
Yep.
comes from Strong's G 3772. It says the world, you just go ahead and get straight to the point. The root of that Strong's G 3735. It says a mountain.
Yeah, and what is the mountain? The top mountain. Jerusalem. Right? It said heaven. So heaven said a mountain, right?
Yeah.
Mountains what? Represent major governments.
Right.
Jerusalem is going to be the major government, man. The established government that's going to rule the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Right?
But when the government just means mind control. So we're going to control the way the people think in our rulership.
Yeah.
Like over here in Babylon, man. When Esau got into the rulership, he made it to where the people think on how he wants them to think.
Yeah.
So just how he established and molded everybody under him to go with his rulership, we're gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be done in righteousness.
Under the law, statutes, and commandments.
What's so hard about that, man?
Exactly. And that's why the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai has this topic coming up so heavily right now, because we're living in a time where Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come and establish his kingdom on the earth.
That's right.
This is why brothers is going into the dominion and the rulership of the house of David, the government being set up, the nation's going into slavery, man, the earth being put back in its proper format, so to speak.
But
you know?
Key word you said, this is the house of David. The government's gonna be the house of David, right? When the house of David was being established back then, what was going on?
Straight dominion.
Beating people into subjection. That whole 40 years that King David was setting the kingdom up for King Solomon, he was establishing the kingdom and kicking ass.
Exactly.
That's the same thing we're gonna be doing in that day, man. You know?
That's why Solomon was able to have that 40 years of peace, because his father had basically subdued the nations.
Subjection. Matter of fact, I'm looking at that word.
You know? And it's going to happen again. And guess what? King David, he's going to sit on his throne, rightfully so, because they according to Jeremiah 33, let me get that. Right? Through the prophet, Nathan? I'm saying it correctly? No.
Why you getting down and read this
Got
definition of subjection? It says obedience, submission, servitude, bondage, lordship, control. All right, so that's how we're gonna have the nations under that condition, man, under subjection, man.
That's right.
All right, they're gonna obey the law, statute, commandment, because it tells you. We're gonna get a little bit, I'm pretty sure. Isaiah chapter 2, Micah chapter 4, of how the nations are gonna seek Israel out.
Right.
All right, the true Israelites. All right, to learn the ways of the Most High.
That's right.
So if they're going to be looking to follow our ways, when during that time period they're going to buck up and stay the cool on?
Right. I got you. This is Jeremiah 33, and I'll start at 15. Matter of fact, I'll start at 14. Jeremiah 33, verse 14. And it reads, it says, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that I will perform that good thing which I have promised unto the house of Israel and to the house of Judah. And what is that good thing? That what? That we're going to be delivered from captivity and we're going to get the kingdom of heaven. It says, verse 15, in those days and at that time will I cause the branch of righteousness to grow up unto David, and he shall execute judgment and righteousness in the land. In those days shall Judah be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. And this is the name wherewith she shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. Verse 17, the point. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel. So basically, David's throne will never perish, basically. He's always going to be the rightful king over Israel under Yahweh Shai, man. Like it tells you in Corinthians, every man in his order, right? King David's going to be on the throne. He's going to be back as the king of Israel, man, under Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's the government, man. You see, that's getting ready to be established on the earth, right?
It tells you in the book of Amos 9 and 11 that the Lord is going to build up the house of David as of old.
Yep.
Because even though it's King Solomon's his kingdom, but still it was established under the order of the house of David, man.
Yep.
You know, because before King David passed on back to the spiritual realm, what did he do? He sat King Solomon down and gave him the rundown on how to keep his kingdom going.
Yep.
You know? So with that being said, man, it was promised unto David that he was going to have, his son was going to have an everlasting throne.
Right.
We know that eventually that became Yahweh Shai. You know, King Solomon, he fell, man.
Right.
You know, but I got this real quick. This is Daniel 2 and 44. It says, and in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Can I answer that point? Just thinking of the reason as to why that would happen. You see the rulership of the heathen. It's imperative that the heathen are subjected under the Israelite rule, because when they're not, there's just full out anarchy and rebellion.
They destroy themselves in the war.
They're not appointed that seat of government.
Because they don't operate in a manner of preservation of the I said it was good. Because preservation, yeah, because when you see what they're doing, they're helping Esau destroy the planet. Look at Moab, man. All them abominable foods they be eating, bro, they throwing off the ecosystem, man. You watch that mukbang, they be eating all types of turtle, crab, all types of nasty looking shit. Those are animals we'll put on the earth to preserve it.
Yeah.
When you eating shark fin soup, you're then in turn destroying the natural ecosystem because the sharks, just like every other predator, they help keep the animals, in line. When certain animal is taken out of their predatory role, their prey begins to multiply more than they need to, and now it's an imbalance in nature.
Yeah. Another thing too is the worshiping of these idols.
Yeah.
It brings forth a degenerate type of culture.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these practices that are behind these idols that these heathen worship, they're satanic, right? It's an abomination.
There's a society destroyed. Like Ham, for example.
Yep.
Because the Hamites were the original homos.
Yep.
And Esau saw in order for him to get that power that he has now, he tapped into the Hamitic God's heaven.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of the shit that we see now goes back to Hamitic worship. Man.
Exactly. A lot of sodomy, a lot of weirdo transformism stuff goes on, a lot of just the foul acts, drinking blood, eating feces and shit like that. A lot of those practices from these heathen go back to real heavy demonic practices, man.
Battle worship.
Right.
Niggas that like the scat pack.
Yeah, all that shit.
Shit nasty, bro. But it all goes back to high level demon shit.
Right. You got it out.
Just going into King David, how the throne of David is about to be reestablished, but it has to be established through this violence that's about to take place.
That's right.
So this whole chapter is good, but jumping to the point in 2 Samuel 8 and 13, it reads, "And David got him a name when he returned from the smiting of the Syrians in the valley of Salt, being 18,000 men. And he put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom he put garrisons. And all they of Edom became David's servants. And the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went."
Now, all those who put in servitude, they were slaves under him, man. And that's really why the nations, they hated us, man. Because we had them all the way down in subjection. That's why we read Revelation 11, the two prophets that tormented them was the northern and southern kingdom, man. King David's mighty men was comprised of both tribes, or both kingdoms, man.
Yeah, them heathens, they have the records. They have, they know what happened during that time. Right.
Verse 15. "And David reigned over all Israel, and David executed judgment and justice unto all his people."
Right. Executed judgment and justice. What's that scripture brought out yesterday? When thy judgments are in the land?
Oh, Isaiah 26 and 9.
Read that Bible sharp. Read that part again.
2 Samuel chapter 8 and verse 15. "And David reigned over all Israel, and David executed judgment and justice unto all his people."
Judgment and justice. He was executing the Lord's laws, man. That's the commandments, man. Okay? Got it.
Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 9. "With my soul I have desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness."
When thy judgments are in the earth, now the Lord's judgments are slack in this world, man. These people don't reverence the Lord's ways. And that's why, like the time I say, everything is out of whack. Because the Lord is not reverenced here, man. But when we get in the kingdom, all right, all people will be judged by the law, statutes, commandments, man. Which is going to bring order.
It's needed.
It's going to be the standard.
Everybody is complaining, but they don't understand that they're indirectly crying for order to be established.
Right.
And they know that because y'all bring out certain videos when you got these heathen, they'll be begging Jake to wake up because they subconsciously they know they want us in the rulership, man. But they understand also that when that happens, they can get their ass beat for 1,000 years. That's the thing they don't want. It has to happen though, man.
How else can they expect peace if the ruler if Yahweh Shah is going to come back and set things in order doesn't come and allow it to happen? You want to be in this fucked up position under Esau?
Exactly. Can I add to that? Go to Habakkuk 1 and 4. Because the law slacked. Get that real quick.
So look at Habakkuk. I'm sorry, man. I get this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Habakkuk 1:4 in the NLT, it says, the law has become paralyzed, and there is no justice in the courts.
Yep.
The wicked far outnumber the righteous,
Yep.
so that justice has become perverted.
Yeah, true justice is perverted here, man. Because why? The law, statutes, commandments are slacked. As we just read in the NLT, it said the law is paralyzed, man. This is why the planet Earth and the people are in this deplorable condition, man. So like the brother said, that the people are indirectly crying out for order. All right, any functioning business or government involves order, man. Because without order is what? Chaos. And this is exactly what the elites of Esau are pushing. They continue to push this dysfunction and disorder, all right, to bring forth what? Chaos. Because they're going to come with their idea of what you would call a new world order, which is going to be basically involving the elites completely ruling over humanity, man, through this technology, man. All right, what they call it, dystopia? Is that what they call it? Dystopia, right?
Totalitarian government.
Yeah.
You don't have zero control over anything.
Right.
Shit, they said they're trying to merchandise everything. But see, the nigga with Esau, and he's so goddamn money monkey. All right, this nigga wants to literally make everything a commodity unto him, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's perpetual slavery in a nutshell, man. You see,
I was in the grocery store out in the food line, and they had a can of beer. That's it.
see? And they sell that in China already. They go there. You know? So this is where we're going to, man.
Nigga about to start taxing breathing,
Yeah.
you know, all that. It's carbon
I'm
tax,
about to say that. You got a carbon tax already.
you know. Shit is crazy, man.
This is the mind of the devil, though, man.
Where else can we find a solution, a true solution, but Yahweh Shah?
That's why it tells you. Get that real quick.
Because these are the heathen. If they step up to the mantle, they're not gonna stop. They just gonna act upon what they saw Esau do and just continue on with the madness.
Exactly. Imagine China ruling the world.
Oh my gosh.
Being ruled over by a group is
Oh
crazy,
my
bro.
goodness. Being ruled over by any fucking heathen is
Nah,
crazy.
it is.
I'm tired of this shit.
Imagine being ruled over by an Edomite, bro. Like,
The whole block gonna be stinky.
none of y'all Trump said them niggas be like curry incense and shit.
Man. That's why Israel got to be put back in power, man. You got it.
But this is what you just said. This is Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches got by deceit, kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. So the fate of time has always swayed in the hand of justice, man. Alright? Yahweh Shai is not going to allow a nation of evildoers to just continue their reign of tyranny throughout the earth. It tells you that in Matthew 24 and 22. Alright, that the times had to be shortened for the elect's sake, or else no flesh will be shaved. So here it is, we're entering into the time where this devil is trying to complete his enterprise and enslave the whole earth. The Lord isn't going to allow that to happen. The Lord is going to prepare for a transition of power to take place in these times.
Jump down to verse 12. It says, for the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. That's really what we've been seeing Esau speak out. It's pride, man. Because when you hear a nigga talk, he sounds like he doesn't believe that the Most High created him. Like this nigga just magically popped out of him. When he says that, the big man, he disappeared. You know? And pretty much that God is no longer relevant because now he's surpassed God. He said it's our part of abomination. That's all his rhetoric is abomination.
Yeah, he said real civilization started with him, going back to the Greeks.
But then you had your philosophers who said that the Hebrews established everything. You know, so where you contradict yourself. It says, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. The Lord has cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
See that? The scriptures say the Lord has cast down the thrones of proud princes. Who's the proud princes ruling now? Esau, Edom, right? The Lord said that he was going to cast down the children of pride, because that's scripture referred to the Edomites as the children of pride.
Right.
Go ahead.
The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations
Yep.
and planted the lowly in their place.
Right. So right now we're in the time of what? Of America being plucked up, and Jacob being established.
That's right.
All right?
It said the Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth.
And we have the history, man. We have all the ruling empires that once existed in their time, and they all had root, and they all were taken down. Right? And now we're in the time of America, Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt being taken down.
Right.
So this place is no different from the rest of the heathen rulership, man.
Like it says, he want to destroy them from the foundation of the earth, man. It says he took some of them away and destroyed them and made them memorial to cease from the earth.
And that's exactly what's going to happen to Esau, man. He shall have no name in the street, as the scriptures tell you, man. His remembrance shall perish forever, as the scriptures say, man.
It's going to be like as a shadow. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Come on, man.
Just like all of his prior rulership. But he talks about Mount Petra, Mount Seir. You know, they don't talk about the Greeks, they don't talk about the Romans. All of those things are here today, gone tomorrow. Because it's not an everlasting kingdom and it's established on wickedness.
Right. And Esau knows this. This is why he's panicking.
Yeah.
That's why he's bugging out, man. Right? Because he knows that he knows that his, as the scriptures say, that the Lord has set bounds that he cannot pass. This is it, man. You know?
Like I was listening to the Dallas Brothers, and they was pretty much going to, you see all these movies where Esau's trying to tap into the multiverse. That's him pretty much trying to figure out a way to get around prophecy, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Why do we need to bring
Yeah. Trying to tap into the left hand, all that shit. Supercomputers, all that, the astrology, the demons.
And to show you how wicked this nigga is, because if he really was in his right state of mind, which we know that ultimately he was created to be upside down, right? The scriptures tell us that the spirit that's within him is not upright. But if he was sensible, all he had to do was just do what the Lord told you to do.
That's what he told Cain back, you know, in his prior lifetime, man. You just obey, not be well favored, but he is in his right state of mind because he was created to be the wicked one, man.
He's just filling out his role.
Yeah. So, verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. So at the end of the day, man, Esau had, nobody on earth, especially not Esau, had anything to be prideful about. Because look, everything that you have is not of yours, it's of the Lord, man. You see, you forget that, man. You forget the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. The Lord gave you dominion. Daniel 4:17 told you that, man. He gave the world to the basis of men. All right? 2 Thessalonians 2 tells you, it says, now he that letteth will not elect until he be taken away. All these are tokens to show that, look, you didn't get this on your own. They didn't take that in their history. Manifest destiny, man.
He had to be the devil. He had to enslave the Israelites. He had to destroy the planet Earth. He had to defile the people. He had to create bioweapons. He had to do all these things to fulfill the prophecies of the left hand before the Lord take his ass out of the way.
Like you say, no matter what you try to say or deny it, the Lord told you he's going to do it. Like they said earlier, that was funny. You look at that weird Star Wars, it was like how he be pretty much telling people like shit that they thought nobody knew about him. That's really what we're doing in the spirit, man.
Exactly.
You know? And he's like, yo, how do they know this? Because we got the spirit of the Lord with us, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know? But at the end of the day, you can't get away. That's why they ready for us to, be taken off the earth.
Yeah,
You know?
Wisdom of Solomon too, right?
Yeah.
They're grievous for us to even behold the sight of, you know? You got it. Whatever you saw, you go back to it. Yeah, bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, that's how wars was fought back in the ancient world. Go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
All right, but this war, this final war that's coming on the earth, is going to be with burning fuel of fire. All right? What was Isaiah talking about? He saw nuclear destruction. And what comes right after that? Read that.
Verse 6. For unto us a child is born.
Yep.
Unto us a son is given.
That's right.
And the government shall be upon his shoulder.
Yeah, so Isaiah was prophesying about the coming of Yahushua, establishing the kingdom of heaven, his government. Go ahead.
And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
That's right.
Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end.
The increase of his government of peace shall be no end. That's the world without end. Isaiah, 45 and 17? Israel should be that world without end, have an everlasting dominion, as the scripture said. Right? The kingdom of heaven is forever. Read on.
Upon the throne of David.
Yeah, because the Messiah, Yahweh Shah, was from the line of David, from the lineage of David. Go ahead.
And that's why the brother, I'm the one that quoted Amos 9 and 11. All right, that spiritual temple is being rebuilt. All right, the house of David is being rebuilt in this time. It's going to be that governing body, and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even for forever.
Right, and what's so heavy about it? Because right when you read about the destruction in the previous verse, then it goes into the establishment of the kingdom of heaven. Right. So, like I was saying earlier, the kingdom of heaven is really going to be that first 1,000 years. That's going to be the rebuilding of the earth. Because you got to understand, after Armageddon, the earth is going to be in a total disarray. You're going to have, like the scripture said, the earth is going to be moved out of its place. Mountains and islands are going to be moved out of its place. So that destruction is going to bring in a total new heaven and a new earth. The earth ain't even going to look the same. All right? You're going to have desolated areas, bodies, right, that got to be cleaned up. So that 1,000 years is going to involve these nations cleaning up the earth, man.
You gotta look at it like what happened with the flood, man. Yeah, so-called what's called Pangea.
Yep.
You know, when that flood happened, it broke up the land into two new land masses, man.
That's right.
We're gonna have new countries. There's still countries now that haven't been inhabited yet, you know. So how much more after the nuclear destruction?
Exactly, man. People don't really understand that, man. You know?
Because that's like you said earlier, man. When they think the kingdom of heaven, they think of the whole world holding hands and shit.
Right.
Like, no, bro. Order has to be established. Somebody got to rule.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, who's going to rule that current dominion, right? Because people think, like you said, what's that movie? We use a lot of those clips of the Chariots. What's it called? This is the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed the end. And they was all in heaven, all white, dancing and shit. Had the Backstreet Boys and shit, making mockery. But people really think that's how it's gonna be. You know?
I had a little bit more.
Go ahead.
To read that last verse.
Yep. You got it, brother.
It says, "The zeal of the Lord Yahweh of hosts will perform it." I read in verse 7 in the NLT, Isaiah 9 and 7. His government and his peace will never end. He will rule with fairness and justice from the throne of his ancestor David for all eternity. The passionate commitment of the Lord Yahweh of heaven's armies will make this happen.
Yep.
Okay? So this is a passionate commitment. Okay? Because we know, as the scriptures tell us, I'm paraphrasing, right, that the Lord wants to give us the kingdom. Okay? And we understand that with the kingdom, there comes a series of events that are going to take place prior to that.
Yeah.
All right? Such as the destruction of this man's rulership. All right? And the heathen being put into what? Subjection. Forever.
You make me think about this. Now, the Lord is going to give us the kingdom to be established upon the earth. Is that not a memorial to his name?
Yep.
So he's going to go through all this miraculous, deliverance, get us in the kingdom, just, of course, to go down again.
Right.
That would be a stain on his name.
Right. Think about the reason as to why Israel fell short of the glory. It was because of sin. Right? That's why we was always fucked up. Right? We were made subject unto vanity, but understanding the coming of Yahweh Shai, he's going to pretty much take away that stony heart. All right, and make us new, make us perfect. What does that mean? That means that you just want to be edified.
You want the word.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit, man. Yeah, no problem. No, you good, brother. What kind of dog is that? French?
Oh, yeah, French.
Yeah.
Bought them from London.
Yeah, look good,
Worth
man.
it. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you already know. That's spirit. Yeah.
They talking about a new earth.
Future rulers, right
He
there.
want that. He want that word. I could be in my trailer.
Bro, he came right there. He about to tuck in.
I get my regular height back and eat real food.
Right. You got it, brother. What you got?
No, I was just making the point of understanding that when Yahweh Shai returns, you're going to be made perfect. All right? Sin is going to be done away with. So therefore, Israel is not going to be able to go off and be subjected ever to the heathen again, as we had read in Baruch, the 4th chapter.
All right, we're gonna go down in the second covenant
Crazy.
when we're perfected in immortal bodies, and we're gonna go down. That nigga tripping, man.
We're gonna be in total peace, dog. What the fuck are you talking about?
Niggas, but that's
I got something else. Just talk on that point, man. About what you said. Because we ain't, once the kingdom established, bro, you mean to tell me Yahushua went through all that hell to get his kingdom, and then after, he only gonna have it for 1,000 years. He got beat, whipped, spat on, pierced, his own people forsook him. He did all that shit just to, man, I only 1,000 years. I got a date.
Right.
he had to wait 2 days to get 1 day.
Come on, bro. Make it make sense. This is Luke chapter 1, verse 30. I'm going to read 33 on down. It says, and the angel said unto her, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with the Most High. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahushua. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord Yahweh shall give him the throne of his father David. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and his kingdom there shall be no end.
That's it. This kingdom there should be no end. See? Because really King David's throne is a continuation of Solomon. You know, Solomon's throne, which we know in the spirit that Solomon was Yahushua. See what I'm saying? The kingdom of heaven is really King David's throne. Because he's still going to be in this position under Yahushua, man. You know?
I got real quick, speak up real quick. 2 Samuel chapter 7, part 12. It says, and when thy days be fulfilled, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers. I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom.
Yep.
He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever.
Yeah, forever. That was promised. All right? That was promised to King David. You know?
Now we know that he was speaking of King Solomon. We know King Solomon was Yahushua.
That's right.
King Solomon's throne ended.
Yep.
All right, the king split and where we're at now, but King Yahushua, Lord Yahushua, his kingdom is going to be everlasting. Can you get that definition real quick?
Yeah, and when it talked about how, what did it say about the seed from his bowels? Read that part about the bowels again.
Yeah. 2 Samuel chapter 7. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers. I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom.
Yeah, his descendants.
He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever.
Yeah. So we know that this is talking about Yahushua. All right, because Solomon's throne wasn't forever. This is a dark parable dealing with Yahushua.
Right.
His throne is going to be established forever. See that? This is what we waiting on, man. That's why I did the lesson about how the prophets always inquired about, you know, the salvation in the kingdom of heaven. Acts the first chapter, how they asked, you know, when is the kingdom of Israel going to be established? That was something that the prophets always diligently sought after, man. That's always been the message that Israel ultimately was going to be put back in the power seat, man. They were going to rule the earth. They were never going to be at the bottom again, man. You know?
The word for everlasting in the Free Dictionary, it says lasting forever, eternal. It says eternal duration, eternity.
Yeah.
Never coming to an end.
That's the promises, man. Second covenant, new bodies being perfected, eternal rulership, dominion over the nations, man. All of our people being righteous.
That's what kept Yahushua, faithful unto the end. He knew that promise was going to be fulfilled, man.
That's it.
Now, he knew that he was only going to get 1,000 years, bro. Why would he go through all that, man?
Right.
Why would we go through that? Why would we go through this now? If we know we're going to only rule for a certain amount of time, we got to go through Esau all over again, man. That's bullshit, bro.
Niggas don't think he's.
That's what it is, man. He's under orders to pervert the gospel, man.
Everybody having a boot on their neck.
You know what I'm saying? He has to push that whole idea of Esau not being done away with. That's pretty much. Matter of fact, get that in where it says wisdom shall be at the end of this time. Where is that at? Or doom should be the end of this time.
Oh, second Ezra.
Give me that. Because that's the thing, man. You know, he's pushing. He's basically pushing a doctrine that's not really highlighting the fact that Esau is really going to be done away with, man.
Yep.
You know, because as you notice, a lot of these camps that are bugging out, you notice that they slowly are straying away from the topic of Esau and his destruction and what's getting ready to happen to him.
Because hearing that constantly, even from off camp, that still irks Esau, man. Because he knows that his destruction is imminent.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse
Hey,
43.
you know the Israelites are putting a band-aid on Esau, man. Let that nigga bleed out, man. He obviously is getting cut by all these precepts coming out, man. Scared and killed off. Become receptive.
2nd Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
Yeah, see, the day of doom shall be the end of this time, this age that we live in, man. The day of doom, which is destruction. Go ahead.
In the beginning of the immortality for to come.
Yeah, see, in the beginning of immortality to come. So once the destruction, once the doom takes place, then that's the beginning of immortality to come. Well, we're going to live forever under the second covenant. Right? We're going to be perfected. Read on.
Wherein corruption is past.
Where corruption is past. This world, as it told us in was the 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, this world is full of infirmities. Right? Corruption is about to be passed away. Read on.
Intemperance is at an end.
That's right.
Infidelity is cut off.
Uh-huh.
Righteousness is grown and truth is sprung up.
Go ahead.
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
See, that's the thing. That's the point right there. Read that again.
Verse 45, 2nd Ezra 7 and 45. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed. You ain't gonna save Esau, man. No matter how you try to twist the gospel, try to pervert the scriptures, there's no saving the Edomite, the Idumean. All right? Ishashua.
Hey, that book is called
See?
Abel too.
Go ahead.
And
Nor
Adam
to
named
oppress
Abel.
him that have gotten the victory.
Nor oppress him that has gotten the victory. So you're not gonna stop the salvation of the Lord's elect. You're not gonna offset the prophecies, man. All right? Esau is going down. Hey, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning that followeth, man. That ain't gonna change.
That's always true.
It's only true, man. You can't stop the inevitable, man. So no matter how much these sellouts try to trim the gospel to seek love, to appease their master, to keep the bag going, because a lot of these niggas is getting major bags right now, man. They get major money, Mr. 150 million, tax write-offs, 501c3s. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how much little perks you getting, little goodies you getting, you ain't gonna save this goddamn devil.
It's desperate for him to go down, man. Oh, you have more on that?
The scriptures say salvation is far from the wicked.
Oh, what you said, that gulf? That gulf?
Or the great Gulf fix. And we should get that. That's in what, Luke, right?
Yeah, the parable of Lazarus.
Yeah.
Hey, that gap is huge, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't catching up, bro. You ain't.
You on the
can't feel
outside.
it. You can't feel it, bro. It's only right.
Just like how we always used to bring that out dealing with the economic what you call it, the separation between Jake and Esau. How I forgot the numbers, but like in order for Jake to catch Esau,
Oh yeah, it'll take like 226 years
Yeah, right.
for Jake to catch up.
God damn,
Yeah, right.
200 how many years?
226.
226 years just to catch up in that wealth gap between Jake and Esau, man. That's a great Gulf fix. It's not happening, man. Right? You got it out. That's crazy, man. But Jake want to fight for Esau and still be here, man.
Right. At the end of the day, man, like you said, bro, Esau is the end of the world, man. So when we get in the kingdom, all right, all that bullshit that's been spread throughout the world is all gonna be taken out the world, man. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 27.
Yep.
It says that evil shall be put out. And what's part of that evil? Esau.
Yep.
You know, he's the epitome of evil because it tells you that wherever he goes, the iniquity follows.
That's it.
Wickedness follows. Yeah. He's the son of perdition. So
That's right.
evil is going to be put out. Deceit shall be quenched. All right. What's deceit? Part of deceit is a coup. These niggas ain't gonna come together and take us down, bro.
All his lies.
You know.
That was his whole MO when he was loosing the little Caesar
Yep.
to go out to deceive the nation.
Yep.
That's now. He tried to say that the whole thing leading up into Ezekiel 38. That's talking about the future. No, nigga, that's now. Gog and Magog is being started up now.
Right now. Let's talk about now.
It says, as for faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which shall be so long without fruit shall be declared. That's what's coming out, man. Israel will rule the kingdom of heaven in the future. And we're never going to rule a far out of power, man. We will have a nation in possession, and the world will know righteousness by the law of commandments. That's just truth, man.
That's just how it's going down.
It was written. And the Lord said, what? The word that go out of his mouth shall not come back void.
Exactly.
Esau's destruction is written all throughout the scrolls, man. In the volume of the book. You can't get away from that.
Yeah. That's what's written in the good book.
And that's good news for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to rejoice in that day, man.
Exactly.
Imagine a time when there's going to be no evil anymore.
Wickedness, no evil, just as
I
peace.
got you.
Bro, that might be my holiday, bro.
Hey, that is the good news, right? Matter of fact, read that. Go to Isaiah 61 and read 1 through 6. 1 through 7, just to add on to that. It all involves the kingdom. This is the good news. This is part of the message that's being pushed. This is part of the song, all right, that's being sung by the prophets of the Lord.
It's Isaiah 61 and verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Yeah, we coming with the good news, the good tidings unto the meek. Scripture say what? That the meek shall inherit the earth, right? Go ahead.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted,
Right, and we're binding up the brokenhearted through the comfort of this word, man. Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
to proclaim liberty to the captives.
There you go. And that part of the message, part of the song that we singing out here is that what? Liberty is getting ready to come to the captives. Who are the captives? The Israelites. All right, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Hispanic. Read it again, Doc.
Be able to be who you are and live a life that's conducive to serving your power.
Yep.
That's true.
To proclaim, it's like, he has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted,
Yep.
to proclaim liberty to the captives.
Yeah, hey, we telling you, look, there's a way out of here, man. The ending is coming. This ain't gonna be forever, man. We about to be released from hell. Go ahead.
To a nigga, it sounds too good to be true.
That's how they trying to make it sound like. Everlasting bullshit. That's
Too good to be true.
We gotta have peace all over. But that's the only way we can function.
Because they don't got faith. Yeah, they don't have faith, and that's the thing with these people. They don't have faith. You gotta have faith. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
In the opening of the prison to them that are bound. We're bound here, man. We're waiting for Yahweh Shah to open them prison gates and release us. Read on.
Stay in jail, man.
Yeah, who the fuck gonna stay in there?
It'd be the niggas that got the institutionalized.
Right. That's these Jakes.
Like, damn, I wish I was back up in there.
Right, these niggas have been Americanized, man. They don't want to see. They can't see past this place.
No, they can't.
You know. Go ahead, Doc.
What could be better than this?
Right.
Verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord.
Yeah, we're proclaiming the acceptable year of the Lord. Hey, any given time now, hey, this thing can take off. Go ahead.
And the day of vengeance of our power.
Yeah, in the day of vengeance, man. The destruction of this place, the liberation of the Lord's people. Right? Go ahead.
To comfort all that mourn.
Right. See, this is the comfort, man, because for all our people that can't see past America, man. Right? There's something after this. Right? That's why we went into the lesson of the day. That nuclear destruction via World War III is necessary for us to leave this place, man. It has to happen. Read on.
It's a necessary evil.
It's a necessary. Go ahead.
Verse 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
Yep.
To give unto them beauty for ashes.
Yeah, beautiful ashes, man. Right? Go ahead.
The oil of joy for mourning.
Uh-huh.
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, man. All of the slavery and hell that our people had to continuously endure for generations. All that's about to be done with. Right? No more struggling. Right? No more crying, no more suffering. Right? Go ahead.
I'm so fucking bugged out. That's gonna be one great thing to not deal with in the kingdom. No fucking bug out.
What was he saying?
He was
was
singing a
rapping.
Drake song.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They said nigga about it too.
Right.
Weird, yo.
Back in Isaiah 61 and verse 3. To appoint unto all them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes,
Yep.
the oil of joy for mourning.
Hey, because our people gonna be beautiful, man. You know, we're gonna be beautified in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? Because hey, a lot of our people are through. You know? But come on, man.
Homeless Drake strung out on drugs.
Yep.
Jake Moes.
Yeah.
That's a big stain right there, bro.
Yep.
Here it is. We're a nation of kings and priests. You got Jake that's famous.
Yeah.
That's a total blackout to the Most High.
Murderers.
And all information.
Murderers, thugs,
Pimps.
pimps. The Lord's gonna change all that. We're gonna be beautified, man. No more niggerism, man.
Yeah.
A nigga like Lil Nas X is gonna be righteous.
Right.
Looking like little Boosie.
Yeah. Or a nigga that look like Kodak Black. You see what I'm saying? That all that shit gotta go, man. Sexy red, all that bullshit.
But that just shows you the importance of the series of events that the scriptures forewarn us of that we're about to enter into. It's necessary
Right.
for us to enter into that holy estate as a nation, man.
Right.
If we want good, it's gonna come with us having to do away with this place.
Come on, man. So, yeah, time to let it go. Give me a few more. Real quick.
To give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for
The
mourning.
oil of joy for mourning, man. Our people are in a mourningful state, man. Shit ain't sweet out here. People ain't nothing to smile about. Ain't happy go lucky. Ain't none of that shit for Jake, man. Right? Go ahead. Real bad.
They gotta, go and system goddamn be able to function no more,
Right.
man.
Go ahead.
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness,
Yep.
that they might be called trees of
And
righteousness,
the trees go back to actual people, man. You know?
the planting of the Lord,
Yep.
that he might be glorified.
Yep. The planting of the Lord that he might be glorified, because all this is for the glorification of Yahweh Shema Shai. Go ahead.
And they shall build the old waste. They shall raise up the former desolations.
Who's gonna do that? Who's gonna build up our kingdom, man? It ain't gonna be us.
Hell, what the fuck? We're gonna be kings working in that day, bro?
Like, all right, babe, we must go clock in.
Yeah, like
You see what I'm
I say,
saying?
bro, we gotta go hit the 12-hour shift. Back in the morning, over and over again. Man, no, we gonna be able to kick our feet up, man. You nations are gonna be doing our shit, man.
Come on, man. Somebody gotta build up. Read me a little bit more.
And they shall build the old waste.
Who's gonna build the old waste? Once again, that's proven to you what? Post-destruction. After the nuclear destruction happens, which we're in that time now, these heathen nations are gonna build up the desolate waste.
Right. The scriptures do call the missiles wasters.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
And you read chapter 60, it talks about all the work that people will be doing.
Exactly.
Coming up to this point. It says, they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations,
Uh-huh.
they shall repair the waste cities.
See? They should repair the waste cities, because you're talking about the post-destruction. The earth being totally in a state of disarray, man. A new heaven, new earth. So they're gonna be working, man. Go ahead.
And they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations.
Go ahead. Give me like two more scriptures.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. These strangers will talk about the heathen nations, man. They're gonna feed our flocks. They're gonna handle the agriculture, man. They're gonna be our vine dressers. Matter of fact, we don't.
And the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
See, they're gonna be our plowmen and vine dressers, man. They're gonna handle the animals. They're gonna be out there laboring in the field, just like how we was, right? Out there picking cotton, picking fruits and shit. All right, slaving from sun up to sundown. These heathen gonna do the same thing. All right, that's what you call true rulership.
Right. At least you get to get your land back. Jake was getting their ass beat for hundreds of years, and everybody, the only thing that we have is nothing.
Bro, at least
Nothing.
they got reparations.
Right.
We the only nation that got our ass whooped like this and never got anything back for it.
Exactly.
Right. The heathen under the rulership of the Israelites, you're gonna get your land. You're going to have, the ability to dwell as a nation under the rulership of the Israelites.
Yeah, you'll be tributaries.
But it's gonna be good for you. You're tributaries to a madman right now.
Yeah, see how he backdoor your ass,
Yeah.
you know? So how much more in righteousness?
That's right. Get out of Read down what it talks about us being priests.
Isaiah 61 verse 6.
Yep.
But you shall be named the priest of the Lord.
Yeah, but you shall be named the priests of the Lord. All right? Are we not under the order of Melchizedek, a nation of kings and priests? Right? Go ahead.
Men shall call you the ministers of our power.
That's the reverence that's coming back. The acknowledgement, the respect. All right, go ahead.
You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
See, we're going to eat the riches of the Gentiles, man. All the substance, all right, that they took from us, that they stole from us, we're going to get it back. We're going to eat the riches of the Gentiles, man. The heathens. Go ahead.
And to make it so beautiful, they're going to give it to us willingly.
Right.
Because if you read, like I said, Isaiah 60, it said they're going to be, I guess when we open continuing, they're going to be coming in, giving us the best of what they got, man. You know? Like I said, they're going to want to be around us. So it's just like how you try to woo somebody with gifts, that's how they're going to be doing this.
Isaiah 61 verse 6. But ye shall be named the priest of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall you boast yourselves.
Yeah, in your glory, you shall boast yourselves, right? So we're gonna be talking cloud shit to these heathen nations, man. And you know, Jake got to talk, man. So Jake we really gonna be giving it to these damn heathen in that time. Oh yeah, because we're gonna be in our power, right? You know how Jake talk.
Niggas gonna be hating their life. Cause what you gonna say to somebody that got powers?
Bro, you're gonna be ruled over by 144,000 army men.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
nah, nigga, you don't want them powers, bro.
No weakness, because the weakness is already done away with.
Yeah. Because we read it yesterday in Jude chapter 5, man. They know the only way that we're even vulnerable for any type of attack if they see any fault within us, which we're gonna be perfect in that day.
Exactly.
So as he said, man, let's not make this stupid decision. Let's leave them alone.
Right.
That's how they're gonna be in that day, man. You know?
Yeah, that was it.
He said talking about the post-destruction, how they're gonna be acting. Right?
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 39 and 14.
That's right.
And they shall sever out of men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury the passengers, those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. So pretty much, man, they're gonna be clean up the dead bodies, man. That's gonna be the elite's first job, all right. Their first act of employment once that post-destruction happens, man. Going throughout the earth, clean up the dead bodies, man.
Yeah, just like they did Jake in these wars. They would have the Jake soldiers, out there, burying the bodies, in civil wars and all of
Matter of
that.
fact, didn't they show you that at Emancipation? The movie with Will Smith?
Yeah.
You know? So that's, bro, we gonna be doing it them like they did us, but it's gonna be done in righteousness, though.
Yep.
What's so hard about understanding that, bro? We gonna kick their ass. You get that Revelation 18, do it to our double. Alright? We just gonna do, like I said, it's gonna be done in righteousness, man. Like, we ain't gonna buck break you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be doing none of that
We
shit.
ain't gonna be, you had niggas saying that shit, we gonna be buck breaking.
Yeah.
That's all. We ain't doing
We
none
ain't
of
doing
that.
no butt breaking. We ain't gonna be taking no wives,
Nah.
Nah.
All your women is gonna be, single and virgins.
So Revelation 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Right, so all that bullshit you did unto us, man, you're gonna have done to you double. Alright? And like I said, it's gonna be done in righteousness, man. We're not gonna castrate you, because we need slaves. IUIC teaches that. We're gonna castrate Esau. That's not true.
Yeah, that's madness.
How you gonna bring forth more slaves if they ain't got their vibe? Because you're gonna have a lot of them, you're gonna have to make breed. They had Jake that was just breeders,
Yep.
Breeding
farms and shit.
Come on now.
And the,
You're gonna be out in the field working from sun up to sundown. 24 hours if you want, man. And all the atrocities that we go into what you've done, man, we're gonna pay back double for that.
and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Double. We're gonna have the anger of the Lord upon us, man. And we understand the Lord hates you double, man. So that and having the past knowledge of all the shit that you've done to us all throughout history, bro, we gonna fuck you up. It's only right.
Right.
Vengeance, hey, vengeance is righteous in the eyes of the Lord, man. And that would be unbalanced for the Lord not to let it get our lick back.
Yeah, Revelation 13, 9 and 10. I'm gonna get that.
Is that 9 and 10?
Yeah.
13, 9 and 10.
13, 9.
They get the precept to it in Jeremiah 30 and 16.
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Yep.
Verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's plain.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yep.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what the saints of the Lord are waiting on. The saints are the Israelites. All right? This is what the saints are waiting on. Right? The Lord said, vengeance was mine. I will repay. See? So we understand that this is the balance of Yahweh by Shemal Shah, man. Because as the Lord brought all these things upon us, the balance of it all is that he's going to give us the nations, man.
That's that for you.
You got it.
Psalm 149 and 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh by Shah be in their mouth,
Yep.
and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains.
Bind their kings with chains. All right, all these world leaders that you see, the Vladimir Putins and the people who run America's military, China, all right, they're going to be slaves, man.
Yeah, it says to execute vengeance upon the heathen. So it shows you vengeance is righteous according to the Lord. So it says to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written.
Yep.
This honor have all his saints
This
praising the Lord.
this honor have all his saints, man.
The elect, bro, having that honor of actually putting chains on these elites, bro. That's part of what striving to be of the elect. That's what we want to be a part of, man.
That's right.
Putting actual chains on all these damn high level officials, heathens, man.
It's Proverbs 21 and verse 18. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright.
That's right.
So it's a bunch to get into, man. This is going to be the reward for the elect, man.
Yeah,
the
right.
reward for Israel ultimately is to have these heathen in our subjection.
See, that's true rulership mentality, man. To rule, the one to want to rule over others, man. You know, because Esau has that. You see, he ain't trying to let his kingdom go to nobody.
Yeah. Everybody, they say in this society that everybody's equal, but Esau don't think like that.
100%.
He pushes that equality to the common folk.
Yeah.
But them elites and them down wherever they are in them bunkers, wherever they at, they look at them as the top dogs and everything. They're not sharing that with nobody.
Right.
To the point to where they'll even tell their daughters the secret, man, of what they've been doing, because the daughters they can go deal with Jake. Like you see Jay Electronica, he got a wrong child daughter.
Yeah.
And guarantee you she don't know shit.
Right.
But the sons, they make sure that they know, because they know eventually down the line they're gonna come back to the Lord. Man.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
they
keep it going.
interbreed and all that, intermarriage and all that shit.
Yeah, they try to keep it going. Keep that so-called legacy going.
So how much more us? You see, we ain't gonna have to do none of that wicked shit to be able to get that eternal leadership, man. It's already promised to you, man. You niggas wanna give it away though.
Yeah, we finish it out.
Psalm chapter 2 and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Yep.
The Spirit keep reiterating that. You will have slaves in the kingdom of heaven. Get over it.
Oh, that's your brother?
And the uttermost parts of the earth.
So not only are we going to have the heathen as inheritance, but we're going to possess the uttermost part of the earth, which is the whole planet in the universe.
I'm about to say, because you go into electros and mean the rules of the universe. We're the real masters of the universe. He-Man. 144,000 people.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yep.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
Yeah, that's power. That's dominion. That's rulership. We're going to break the heathen with a rod of iron. Go ahead.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, did that not happen to us? Same thing's going to happen to these heathen nations. Go ahead.
Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings.
Yep.
Be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
There you go. Be wise now, therefore, you kings, and be instructed, ye judges of the earth, man. And that's the elect. All right? The house of David, man. Mayab Dawadah, man. Right? Any more?
Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way.
Right.
For his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Right, that's why we out here doing this work, man. Because we believe. You know?
Just kiss the Son, lest he be angry. What you can see is pretty much is obey the Lord, lest his anger come upon him.
That's right.
And part of that anger, be that lake of fire, that's second death.
That's right. That's it. Yeah, so, all right, well, hey, with that, man, we pray that this, this camp is edifying, man. All right, we're going to close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, who's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.